Hi there, my name is Cameron, and welcome to Main Title Design, American Soldier. In this training course, we will be exploring the processes that were used to create the main titles for an epic war documentary. We will begin by diving into the pre-design process and explore the creative brief, reference and inspiration, typography, and music. After that, I will show you how I go about gathering assets. Then we will walk through the design process of each of the 9 frames. And finally, we will add a final polish to all frames for delivery. So let's begin. The first thing we will look at is the client brief. Briefs can be very detailed, and briefs can be quite the opposite and open to interpretation. This particular brief has a decent amount of information. The first thing we'll look at are the deliverable requests. The client would like 9 style frames. The frames should convey the hero moments in the title sequence. The hero moments should include the titles. Those are attached in a separate document. And the final frame, frame 9, should include the temp logo, which is also being sent separately. The synopsis for American Soldier is that it is a documentary series that recounts the incredible and true battlefield stories of soldiers, stories of patriotism, bravery, and courage. The stories are retold through interviews and archival photos. No footage will be used. Creative Commons reference photos have been provided. Going into the mood and feeling, it says the imagery should be iconic, layered and textured, fearless, heroism, brotherhood, courage, patriotism. Those are all great words, adjectives to describe the sequence. They've also included some inspiration and reference. Everest titles, Winter on Fire titles, the Soldier's Code, and reference photos. We will take a look at each of these inspiration and reference points a little bit later on. Next, here is the American Soldier opening titles, and these are the credits that the client would like to see in the style frame design. What I see here is a typical list of titles, and I'm going to assume that this is the order that they would like to see the titles in. Next, we're looking at the reference photos the client sent us. This first image is really cool. What draws my attention to this image are the left and right sides of the image, the slight vignetting, the slight bend. I also really like the texture that we see in the image, as well as the color of the image. It's not black and white. It's not quite sepia. It's a really interesting photo. This next photo reminds me of a film slide or a piece of a film strip. The white areas on the left remind me of film sprockets, and I like the grain that we see in the image. This is a reference image of ink splots. I like the contrast between the white and the black, as well as the texture in the ink. This is a really interesting ink splot as well. It almost has an oily look to the ink. And the same goes for this photo. It really screams out texture, grittiness, imperfections. Okay, this photo I really am digging. I like the left and right border, the edges on the photo. I like the creases in the photo, the color. I really like the handwritten type that we see at the top of the photo. That's super cool. Next, we have the client selects, and these are images that the client would like to see in the style frames, if possible. This first image is a very powerful image. Any image that evokes an emotion tells you that this is worth using. Again, another client select. I love the setting sun with the helicopters in the foreground. The helicopters are not quite silhouetted, and because of this, you can see a little detail in them. This is a great image. Fully silhouetted soldiers marching on the battlefield, possibly from World War I. The title American Soldier tells me that it is imperative that we have Americana imagery in the style frames, and this is a perfect example of that. I love that the image is imperfect. The flag looks a little worn. I'm also really digging the contrast in the photograph. Okay, here we're looking at the temp logo that the client sent us. This is the temp logo for American Soldier. Pretty basic, but we can definitely work with this. In the next lesson, we're going to take a look at using Pinterest for inspiration and reference.